We back. Buckeye Steppas podcast episode 20. It's episode 20, man. That's crazy. Oh, man. Making some strides in the game, man. All right, now, let me get some of the fellas on here. And we can get this started, man. We got a crazy show tonight, man. A lot of live topics to talk about tonight. A lot of things that happened in Buckeye football over the past week since we last was here on Wednesday. And we're going to get this going, man. Boom. Okay. Jay Crush. So let's see if Jay Crush, he gets on the live. Perfect. First try. Let's see. I don't know. It's looking shaky, people. It's looking shaky. Ah, man, it's a star. It's looking shaky, baby. Hold on. It's looking shaky, baby. Let me try. Let me try to add then. See if that worked. Let me add. Okay.
Try to
There we go. There you go. There you go. There you go. We in business. Now we gotta wait on TB to come in the building and T-Bat to come in the building. And we be all good, man. How was your day, man? How was your day?
Can't complain. See better, see worse, you know?
For sure, man. I already know the vibes.
Lots of
Ah,
happening in Columbus.
yeah, it's been a lot going on, dog. It's been crazy, but I love it though, man. A lot of the coaching staff is finito now for us. They got everybody staffed up now, and look like it's a whole happy family, man. Whole happy family.
They gonna have code coordinators.
Hey, man.
There's room for more.
They had to make it work just to, you know what I'm saying, just to keep some of these guys involved.
Right.
Share some of these groups real quick.
Lots of good topics today.
Yeah, for sure, bro, for sure. So I'm really hoping these guys come on so we can get going, man. They're going. About to say who else? What's going on? Say basketball wise. They're going Ohio State men. Ohio State men's basketball team bad this year. They 6-7 in the Big Ten conference, 14-10 right now overall.
I'm more worried about that Lakers game at 9.
Oh yeah, the Lake Show. Yeah, the Lake Show, man. Luka look good the first night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Limited though, limited, but he looked good the first night. He looked good
too, though. I think they got the Jazz again tonight.
I was trying to see what's up with. I was trying to call Tone, but
I ain't been able
I
to get a hold
ain't
of
see him.
them.
Yeah, I think I ain't see. I tried to text him earlier, but I ain't get no response back. So I don't know. I ain't seen him online or nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure you're all right.
He's incognito at the moment.
Uh-oh. Nah, no take topics tonight.
Hey, Miss Cam J, we love you and everything, but not tonight, my darling. What? I can't wait for this next season though. This next season,
It seems so far away.
they already in they already, you know what I'm saying, in winter, you know what I'm saying, winter training right now. They the first picture I seen on the web on Ohio State IG today was JJ over there and they're getting it in, man. So they putting in their work.
That's how
They
you get that good.
spring ball starts at March 17th, and then the spring game is April 12th. So
April 12th.
uh,
Sounds like a
April 12th.
fun day.
Yeah, man. I definitely can't wait to watch these boys in the spring game because I'm definitely in the building because I got to see Mr. Julian Sand in
In
person.
person. I'm with you. That's what I
Eric
can't wait for. I
Reynolds.
want to see. I want to see
Eric
what
Reynolds, my
Stan brings
boy.
through.
Salute to Eric Reynolds, man, my dog, man.
He-
Salute to my dog. Yes, we in the building. April 12th for the spring game, man. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy seeing the Natty champs, man. Live and direct,
Ready to
early,
repeat.
ready to repeat with it.
I mean, with JJ, bro, we got a
Hey,
chance every year. We got 2 more years. Maybe we could do it
JJ got a chance.
and three-peat
Yeah,
like Jordan. You know what I mean?
if Julian do his thing, man, JJ might be able to get that Heisman, man. Probably.
Oh,
They
we already
got
know. You come to us.
the the odds is high for him to win that Heisman. He said, "Let's grab some tickets." Yeah, Eric, we going up there, man. We definitely going up to the spring game for sure. I think the good tickets last year was like $35 for the good seats. So yeah, for sure, we definitely got to run that
That's
for
nothing.
sure. That ain't nothing but a hour away.
Shit.
Ain't
Eric
nothing but an
driving the
hour
pace.
away.
Let Eric drive.
Hey, he gonna whip it.
Nah, we gonna get there in 3 hours. You ain't heard from
Oh,
TV or nobody?
not yet. He said TV said about 8:05, 8:10, 8:13.
So I'm saying.
I know T Meso. Just go ahead. Actually, I'm gonna just go ahead and run, and we can talk about the defensive coordinator situation. They can come in, and we can just go ahead and get it popping for sure. So, first topic, man. First topic. A lot of stuff that happened for Ohio State recently, man, over the past week. But the biggest news: Matt Patricia is the new defensive coordinator for Ohio State. Um,
What's up,
in
Rick?
other news, Tim Walton, our defensive backs coach, he is the co-defensive coordinator, and they named Matt Guerrieri the passing game coordinator. There go TB was good.
What's up, Rick? I
Jimmy Vogt
mean,
was popping. So
T.
we got so
B.
What's up?
obviously TB was popping, my brother.
What's good?
So obviously, we were just starting to get into the first topic. So the first topic we already announced that Matt Patricia is the new defensive coordinator. Tim Walton, our defensive back coach, is the co defensive coordinator, and Matt Guerrieri is the passing game coordinator. We already got Tyler Bowen as our offensive line coach, and they named Brian Hartline and Keenan Bailey the other day. They named both of them co-offensive coordinators. So a lot of motion, man, a lot of movement in the coaching staff, man. So how y'all feel about the new DC hire with my man Matt Patricia? How y'all feel about it?
I like it. I like the hire. It's another big game hire under the Bill Belichick tree. And as long as I'm confident Matt Patricia can get them boys, to play at a high level. people were going to bring up his Lions days and stuff like that, but
A
that's a
lot of
whole
that.
different league. Grown men, you know what I mean? Different schemes, smarter players. Let's just be frank. NFL players are smarter than college. Not like outside, but just football wise. I feel like it's more a complex game. So I think it's gonna be cool.
I
For
would have
sure.
liked personally. I would have liked the young guns going. Walton and Hartline. Um, Patricia,
You
I'm
need
I'm on
somebody
the fence about.
proven.
He brings some good things to the table, like you said, the Belichick. But like we gonna talk about his stint as head coach, offense coordinator, that Lions stuff, or he was with the Eagles too. But I mean, he had Jalen Carter and players, and that defense was obviously the best in football. Coming from a Ravens fan,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the whole sharing time and then battling for play calling or whatever. Like there's sounds like there could be too many voices in the huddle. You know what I mean?
Oh, you think so? I mean, that's a very reasonable take. Considering like what happened, what I'm saying with Jim Knowles, it looked like they had too many Chiefs, not enough Indians in that situation too. You
That's
know.
just what
Facts,
I'm
facts.
worried about. And Patricia up underneath that Belichick tree of, my way, the highway, and being real stern and that kind of thing. So I hope it works. I'm obviously rooting for it to work. We definitely got guys back there that'll make them look good anyway, just like Philly did. But
Mhm.
well, I'm hoping we'll see. We got the best defensive player in football, college football next year. So let's go. Let's run.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm gonna just run down his resume, man, just fully a little bit. But first, he started as a coach. He started as a grad assistant at RPI '96. Then he was at Amherst as a defensive line coach from '99 to 2000. Then he was at Syracuse as an offensive grad assistant, and from 2001 to 2003. Then he went to New England as an assistant offensive line coach from '04 to '05. Then he ended up being the New England Patriots linebackers coach from '06 to 2010, and then became the safeties coach the following season in 2011. Then from 2012 to 2017, he was a coordinator. And by the way, they won two Super Bowls in that stig that in that time period where it was they won. I think it was 2015 and 2017, and then that 2017 Super Bowl that got him the Detroit Lions head coaching job where he was there for 3 years.
You
Roster
said he was
for
in line.
Detroit Lions
You just
bad.
told him he wasn't in line.
It wasn't it wasn't a good roster for Matt Patricia when he was at Detroit as head coach. And then
Yeah, Megatron
Campbell,
though, didn't he? Matt Stafford. I
mm,
was
nah,
sure he
Megatron. I think Megatron was gone by then.
really?
I think he was
I
gone by
don't think
then.
so. I don't think so.
Um, and then after after the head coach stint with the Lions, he was at came back to the Patriots as a senior football advisor in 2021. Then he was the offensive line coach and offensive coordinator in 2022. I think that was the with Bill Belichick, obviously. And then 2023, he was the senior defensive assistant for the Eagles that Super Bowl year that they went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Chiefs. And now we to the present. He took a year off. He ain't been coaching. He been kind of doing content with Bill Belichick. They have a great podcast. If anybody ain't check it out, they got a podcast. I don't know if they're gonna be doing it now, but they got great podcast.
I'm
Great.
sorry, bro. I'm about to I'm about to hop off. I'm about to whip this dude's ass in the gas station real quick. So I'm about to
Yeah.
Oh
hop off.
wow.
I just
Well,
looking at the
that was
comments,
crazy.
guys.
I said, well, that was crazy.
Oh,
So
yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
so Matt Patricia, I can say for as like his Detroit Lions stint, it wasn't like a lot of people. I see a lot of people like I was looking at the comments and stuff where when a lot of Ohio State media then posted his hiring today, and I'm looking at the comments, and you got the Michigan fans in the comments trolling like, oh, he has good luck with the bend don't break approach that he has and stuff and everything. And then I kind of went back and looked at some stats from the two seasons they won the Super Bowl in New England where he was defensive coordinator. Um, they they literally they had 49 sacks against quarterbacks in 2015. It was the second most in the NFL. And in 2017, they had the largest difference between the rankings for yards per drive and points per drive in 15 years. And obviously, everybody they know Matt Patricia for the bend don't break mentality, but you gotta look at it too. They were they what
It's
was that? What was that? Okay. So look at it. Oh, lost track. So they they're gonna team that right there.
I mean, I like it. I want to like it. It's definitely a big name hire, but you also got these up and comer coordinators too. So he ain't gonna be here long. So I'm trying not to get attached to that shit too.
Yeah, I think the work that he's done in the NFL, I think just similar like Chip Kelly, like the him here at Ohio State, man, I think he'll be able to scheme our defense up to where he eating college offenses for breakfast.
I think it's gonna improve the D line play. But other than that,
For
like I don't
sure.
know
For sure.
because Tim Walton's got that secondary, for how long now too. Like I love Walton. Walton and Hartline were like my favorite, coaches. And now, here we are getting them positions and they kind of got to share. I just worry about, their feelings and how they feel about it. You know what I mean? That
Right.
makes sense.
That's real.
I think the way Ryan Day, the way he put it together, he put it together where everybody was happy. Like even with bringing Matt Patricia, he's like, okay, we make OG Walt, you co-coordinator, Matt G, we love you. We know you one of the brightest minds in college football coming up in the game on defense. We're gonna make you pass the game coordinator to keep you in fold. Like Ryan Day, I think he's just making strategic moves to keep his position guys in fold more so than anything.
What does that sound?
What is that horn, bro?
Hey, stop! I'm being
Is it the
dog.
dog
Stop.
toy or some shit, bro?
All right,
I was
so
taking
Yeah,
time, bro. I can't listen to
he
nothing
got
you
this.
got going on.
Laura bought him this daggone croissant toy from Dunkin' Donuts, so he be fucking. It got like a horn in it where he keep biting at it and shit.
You sound like a toddler walking around, or the saw dude walking around with a little
You
horn
been,
on the straight. No,
yeah,
all right,
man.
so my opinion on said hire. I've already told y'all how I feel. I'm kind of uncertain about it, to be honest. But I'm trying to, I seen a post where someone was like, he's not being a head coach, he's being a DC. So, like, as I'm in the midst of being hype about that, then they, like, make OG Walt the co-defensive coordinator, and it
My
makes me
bad, coach.
question, like, is he not confident in the people that he chose that he has to, like, segregate the work? Like, I just don't understand the whole thing, to be honest.
Now I think the like I said, I think the co-coordinator position for OG Walt, I think it's a move to where say we do our thing when the team is successful this year. Matt Patricia mess around, do the same thing like Chip Kelly 1 year and gone, end up getting the job in the NFL. Then it puts OG Walt in fold like boom, defense is yours right after that. You know what I'm saying? It was something I was thinking about with Chip Kelly too. By the way, like earlier, I was like, y'all think Chip Kelly didn't lead that playbook before he left here with Brian and Hartline and them boys?
course he did. And if he didn't, he already had a copy from last year, so they could read it when they at home and stuff. You know what I mean? Uh,
Facts.
it just
It's
like
crazy.
what TB said it best. There's too many Chiefs and not enough Indians. I'm
Mm-hmm.
worried about that aspect of it.
Facts. And I
Mm-hmm.
think I think Ryan Day made the move with Matt Patricia more so too. Like he's confident in the move to where it's like I don't got to worry about the defense. This guy, he's a Bill Belichick pupil. He know what he's doing back there.
Mm-hmm.
I got OG Walk there. I got Matt G. Then you got
Excuse me.
old school OG LJ back there with him too. You know what I mean? I like the move, man. I think it's a solid move for sure, man.
Yeah.
I think Matt Patricia. I think college football, him scheming up defense in college football, especially week one against Sarkeesian. I think he gonna be more than ready and be good for the
Yo,
job.
quick question, Cam. Do you know was Matt Patricia in a candidate for any NFL team this past season?
They didn't say anything per se for real, honestly, but
Okay.
yeah, that I haven't heard anything for
The reason
sure.
why the reason why I asked, I was like, if he's not a candidate for like a coaching job next season or anything like that, he may stay for a couple years. You know?
Possible,
I think
possible.
he was up for coordinator jobs, but not head coaching jobs. And
Okay.
I
Okay.
think the best way to improve his resume is what he did. But
Oh yeah.
I want
Just like when Chip
Hartline to
Kelly
have,
got that OC job at Raiders.
Hartline to go ahead and show us what he can do. 7 years is it gonna be your team, or are we playing on you leaving? You know what I mean?
Do we
That's
really believe
what
they're
I'm
gonna be
saying.
there for the whole 7 years? You think they're gonna be there for the whole
I
7 years,
don't know.
especially
That's a good
especially if we
question.
win at Natty's?
I don't know. It's a
That's all I can
possible.
speak on is the contract because I
It's a
don't know.
possible.
I don't think Ryan Day has want to go anywhere else.
Yeah, I think
What
he'll
you
just
say?
retire and go in the booth.
Okay. I was just curious. So I
That,
think if he wins three,
yeah,
I think
I
if he
think he's
wins
gonna
two
be
more
here all
natties,
7 years.
I think if he wins two more natties out of the next 3 to 4 years, I think they gone.
He's got the roster to do it.
Mm-hmm. He definitely do. Definitely does.
So next topic, Cam.
Okay. So look, get so I wanted to read that comment with Brian Hartline what he said about the offensive coordinator job. So where's that? So Brian Hartline, he said, I'm very humbled by it. I mean, coach can select anybody in the country he wants to be offensive coordinator at Ohio State, and he has trusted me for me to be one of those guys. So it means a lot. So what y'all think about Brian Hartline's comments right there about him being OC?
Sounds like he's ready to be a leader.
But yeah, for sure.
I mean,
I'm not too
he's,
excited about the whole co-offensive coordinator. I think we should have just gave him a shot, but I like
From
the
what I'm
comments.
from what I'm
I don't
hearing,
know.
he has the keys to he's calling the plays. I think pretty much with Keenan Bailey and they're all going to be game planning for the week together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like Brian Hartline is going to be the guy calling the plays. Like Brian, like I said, Ryan Day is not taking the keys back. He's not. He don't have the time and the responsibility to be over there messing with the offense and
he
then
sucked
trying to
at
be
it.
CEO of the
He
program.
said,
He
"Fine,
ain't
you
got the
got it."
time for it. It's too much going on right now.
I agree.
NIL, transfer portal, all of that. It's too much going on for him to to be the guy that's calling the plays on offense.
I agree.
I don't at all. I think I like what he's doing. Um, but I'd rather have a head coach in charge of calling
A play
plays.
calling?
I like what he's doing, but like we know why he
Oh
gave
hell
up.
no. Hell no. I don't want Brandon Day calling plays at all. He's a way much better
No.
coach when he ain't calling plays.
Mm-mm.
That's what I'm saying.
Way much better.
Mm-mm. I don't want Ryan Day calling plays at
I don't
all,
want him
bro.
calling
I
no
don't
Too,
either. That's
you
what I'm
got too
saying. But
much.
like,
You got too much.
as a coach, like, yeah, don't fucking
It's
call no play.
too. You got too much responsibility as a head coach to be calling plays in college football right now. Like, it's too
Every
much.
other head coach and every other big program do the same shit, and they call it. What you mean? Like,
Shit,
Saban
a
wasn't
lot of
calling
I bet a
plays.
lot of
Saban wasn't calling plays.
Saban damn sure it wasn't.
Saban wasn't calling
I'm
nothing.
about to say, I'm trying to think. It was Sarkisian. I'm about to say, Steve Sarkisian. I
Lane
think
Kiffin,
he calls. I want to say he calls play for Texas,
Lincoln
possibly,
Riley
but
called
I don't
plays.
know. I don't know. Like even Lincoln Riley doesn't even. I don't even think he calls plays at USC.
stop.
I
Too far.
thought he did call plays. I thought Lincoln
Too
called
far.
He
plays.
might. I'm about to say
Too far.
Lincoln and Sarkisian. Lincoln and Sarkisian probably the two only guys I know in college football that's like
Oh,
calling
and
plays.
then
I'm pretty sure it's other teams.
right. I think Lane Kiffin calls plays.
Oh,
Lane,
there's a
hey
lot of them.
Lane.
But
Yeah,
like that's
but Lane ain't
I don't
one.
know. Like I'm not trying to throw no shade
Ask yourself.
because I definitely
Ask
don't want to call
yourself
play,
though.
which has been like my
Is they
whole thing
winning?
for how
Is
many
they
years.
winning though?
That's why I said it.
Is
Lane
they
ain't one.
winning though?
Lincoln Riley ain't winning.
Lane ain't. We know Lane ain't winning.
Lincoln
And
ain't
we
winning.
damn sure though. We damn sure though. Lincoln ain't winning.
them coaches calling plays ain't winning.
With
And
USC
Steve
being in
Sarkisian,
the
he
Big
he was in
Ten,
the
that's going to help
playoffs.
they
So
recruiting. That's going to help they recruiting. That's going to help them keep some of them Cali boys that are really fast. And now they're
yeah,
going to be ready
man.
to get west and start recruiting these tackles and these guards that we got everywhere out here. I'm just saying.
I love the reason why I say I love the code coordinator situations with Keenan Bailey because Keenan Bailey has done a great job with the tight ends, and he's been recruiting like guy to look out for this year on the team. Max Clear, top tight end out of the transfer portal from Purdue. He's I want to say he went to no, I want to say he went to St. X. By the way, he's a Cincinnati guy.
Conversation.
And they saying that this guy has the potential to be a first round tight end. I mean, so which is kind of crazy a little bit because it's like we got Will Kazmarek still he came back, and then we still got Jelani Thurman. Jelani Thurman gotta step it up, man. Gotta step it up.
Yo,
You
he
gotta
nice to
step
me
it
on
up.
that. He nice to me on that game though.
Oh yeah. He that deal. He that deal.
he
Like
nice. He like an aircraft carrier, bro. That boy get all the. He big as
yeah,
fuck.
Jelani got to step it up, man, for sure. Like he got all the talent. I think it's just more so having the ability to be able to make plays. Like he had that one play where he dropped the touchdown. He dropped. It wasn't a touchdown pass. I don't think he dropped the pass. Then he came back. He made for. I think he was a 2 point conversion. He ended up catching or something like that in one of the games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I still feel funny about the defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator. Something's just not sitting right. But you know what I mean? I was wrong last year. So, hey, hope I'm
You
wrong.
gotta trust in Ryan Day, man. He made it happen last year with the right coaching staff. Because he like after Bill O'Brien, no, he ended up going to BC. Then we had we got Chip Kelly, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm trusting in Ryan Day, you know what I'm saying, that he making the best decisions, man, and I think we're gonna be good, man. Now you got the coaching staff filled in now. Now I know it's a dead period right now, and they're recruiting a little bit, even though some of these guys in the 2026 class is setting up a lot of official visits. We getting a lot of early official visits, man, which I do like that because we kind of started off slow a little bit in recruiting, a little bit for 2026 due to the fact that we was in the playoffs and won the Natty and everything. But I think the traction from the Natty is like building very well for this class, man. So hopefully we get some commitments coming soon in the next month or two, and get this thing rolling for 2026, man. Because 2026 This class, we got to build it, man, for sure. Right now, I think Oregon has the #1 class in 2026 right now, I believe. So we got to hit the ball rolling, man.
Yeah.
Oregon, I told you, they are biggest ops in the Big Ten, dog. I know it's like Michigan too, of course. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna forget about that. But as far as like the recruiting aspect, the overall like them guys, like they taking guys from Ohio. Like Oregon is doing a lot right now, bro. Like they wilding, man, with that Nike money over there, bro.
Yeah. Oregon been drafted in Cincinnati for a while though. Like even when
Oh
we
yeah,
was
for sure.
like 2010, I know some dudes that went to Taft that went to Oregon.
Right, I was just about to say that. Yeah, it was a couple cats from Tab that ended up going to Oregon. That was crazy.
Yeah.
So next segment, man. All right, my question right here. Over and under, because I seen this earlier. I seen some people was talking about this earlier. So when Ryan Day with the new 7 year extension, you know what I'm saying? Over or under, how many natties will Ryan Day win within the 7 year period? Over or under, we're gonna say three.
Under. I'm
I'm
saying
Under
going
he,
under
three?
two,
I'm gonna
but
say
if
he
it's
wins
only
two more
one,
natties in 7 years. That's
I
what I'm gonna give. I'm giving two and seven.
I think three is a perfect number. I mean, he should get two. Like anybody would get two. With the recruit classes and everything else we got going on here. Um, if it's one, I don't think he gets renewed.
I think he gets renewed if he gets one.
I don't know.
He that
Ah,
will give him two natties. I don't know.
I,
Three. I mean, if he gets three more natties in 7 years, he'll probably go down as the greatest O State coach ever. If he gets three.
I think that's the trajectory he's on, at least. Three.
Mm-hmm.
I think three was the perfect number to put this at. I think he goes under, but I think it's two, and he probably
yeah,
loses one or two in the finals. I mean, but you
yeah.
gotta.
Go ahead.
I I think he go back next 2 years to the finals.
Okay.
I just
Mm,
don't see anybody that can like really compete with Ohio State, like the Nike money and all that shit. But the name and then us winning the Natty, this are two best years, the easiest years to recruit. We
Yeah.
advanced. What you mean?
Yeah.
mm.
Personally,
Okay.
when it comes to the fact that no matter what year you are going to compete for a position with the best there is in the country. I think that just helps.
Oh shit. My bad. My tripping.
Okay. Yeah, I'm right along with you guys, man. I'm gonna say under, and I'm gonna say two. I think two for sure. You know what I mean? That's just me being safe, and I'm just looking at the trajectory of this team. Like, and I'm being real, just not be, and I ain't gonna be biased with it. I don't think like, do I think we can win one this next year with the talent? Yes. Will we? I'm not sure. I'm optimistic about it, but if they can do muster up some of that same greatness that they did this year and keep that thing rolling, you get that win against Texas. Looking at our schedule,
Yeah.
they can
Yo,
run the table, bro. Looking at the schedule,
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying,
So we playing
like
cut
the only real threats on the schedule is Texas. You got Texas, Penn State, and Michigan. Those are the only three threats on that schedule for real that we got. And you already know in the playoff wise, you gotta you can't lose three games.
Can't.
You can lose two, but you can't lose three. So
Nah.
what's good with it, Craig? What's good, my boy?
long
Can't
time.
do it.
Yeah, so
We get past Texas, we can make a run. Now if
that,
we
that, that I think
We
it's
in the
key to
playoffs.
win that first game for real. It really is.
yeah.
Just to really think about it, it's really key to win that first
They
game.
already got that game circled, squared
I'm
out,
I'm fine with
highlighted.
it. I'm fine with losing that first one. As long as we win the last one in the regular season, we still gonna take home that Big Ten. We're gonna have top 3 seed in the playoff. It's easy. Let's go.
We
And we
going to
get
the
Penn
playoffs. We'll be in the
State.
playoffs.
Yeah,
That's one thing for
Easy.
sure. We'll be in the playoffs.
yeah, we'll be in the
I
playoffs.
don't see this. Looking at our schedule, I don't see us losing. Like I don't see us losing more than 3 games
If we
at all.
lose 2 games with our schedule, we might not make it.
Oh, we still gonna make it.
With two, have you seen our schedule? They're gonna knock us for that, bro. If we don't go, if we're not, they're gonna knock us for that, bro.
Nope.
The
We
schedule
going in
weak.
with 2 losses. We probably gonna be the 8 seed again. That's a sweet spot. So let's go.
I don't know because I think with the 2 losses this year, we had the strength of schedule and who we played on our on our side. Like looking at our
But
schedule,
also
nah,
knowing
bro.
how we played in the regular season and how we played in the playoffs this year, and we're returning national champions, and we bring the biggest fan base. Like there's too
All
many.
right.
There's no
They
way
take
we're not in the
consideration
playoffs.
of that for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Trent Hannah was good, boys.
Trent,
Yeah, and
let's
just
go.
so I had a thing with those. So I think like I said, back to the over under. I think it's going to be 2 that Ryan Day wins. I think if he don't win, if we don't win one this year, I can see that 20 that 2020 that 2020 what is that 2027 year, the last year with JJ,
Mm-hmm.
We're
that be
gonna
the
have Caleb
year.
though. Imagine we win it again next year, and the legend that Caleb Downs will have at Ohio State. That would be bananas.
That see, this is the thing about this 2025 team.
Yes,
It's
sir.
like who's going to be the voiceful leaders on this team? Like, and that's something I was thinking about earlier. Like, who's going to be the voiceful guys? Like, I know Caleb is going to be the voiceful guy on defense for sure.
Money
Offense,
too.
I think Carson Hinsman is going to be the leader this year on that O line, and it's so crazy because we got 4 guys that played in the playoffs on O line coming back, like 3 of them on the interior for us, no 2 like 3 guards. You know what I'm
Right.
saying, including Hinsman at center, and then you got Big Ethan from Rice as the left tackle. When they talk about he gonna be a first round pick, and then you got Philip Daniels from Princeton, from transfer from Minnesota. They're predicting him. That's probably going to be that right tackle. So our O line is going to be straight. That's going to be our strong point for that
We got
2025
depth
thing.
though, because I don't
Facts,
want no injuries to go down. We be fucked.
facts,
See,
facts.
what gets me for next season is Peoples. Is he ready?
Oh man,
I
I'm
mean, we
excited
lose a
I'm
about
excited
James
Henderson.
about
Peoples,
Peoples.
dog.
We lose a
I'm
Henderson.
excited. I'm excited about
I
James
think
Peoples, dog.
he was gonna be a dog, yo.
I hope.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy 'cause I was playing with him I was playing my dynasty with Ohio State in the
Yo,
game, and
he
then
nice on
like
there,
he
bro.
was going crazy.
He
You
nice
feel me? Like
on there.
he was
He,
going
yo,
crazy.
yo, he nice on the game. He real nice on the game. I'm like,
We
yeah.
ain't
Facts.
talking about the game. Though. We talking about the game. You know what I mean?
I mean, but if
I
you
hope he
look at
is. You know
did
what I
you
mean?
notice some? If you notice some of the time that he got in, he looked good.
Yeah, he did.
He looked good in some of them games
Yeah, he
that
did.
he got in, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure,
Henderson
man.
was Henderson was a crazy monster, and then Q. I'm not the only one that runs
They
harder
got
than
Q
him.
gassed up on
No,
it.
I'm just saying.
They,
Big shoes
they
to
got Q
fill.
gassed up. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. So I think like I said, man, we all agreed on the same. We all got Ryan Day under 3 natties within the 7 years. You know what I'm saying? I think he definitely can make it done. I think Tavion, he gonna get us one while he right here.
You think so? Yo, if
I think Tavion
Sam
gonna get us
is
one.
what the hype is, I think he gonna get us one.
Is he gonna sit
Man,
2 years though?
Oh, no,
He's gonna sit 2. He'll sit 1, but he ain't gonna sit 2.
who
Tavion is it too.
Tavion?
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
sit too.
I think he'll sit too. He'll sit too. He'll sit too for sure.
He ain't
'Cause
gonna
he
redshirt.
waiting for that spot. He'll probably. I mean, he'll probably if he. I don't think he. It depends if Lincoln. It depends what happens with Lincoln. Because if Lincoln don't win the job, I wonder if he stays. Like, you know what I'm saying? Does he stay? You know what I'm saying? But I don't. I really hope he does stay, just to keep, so we won't have to try to get us a guy in the portal
Mhm.
to have as a veteran backup. But I mean, if he's a guy that's inspiring to play, and obviously they ain't gonna be here because you
Right.
ain't gonna play when next year. Julian gonna be here for 2 years,
So
so you ain't gonna play next year. So
Yeah.
like,
Right. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I definitely we all agreed upon. You know what I'm saying? They winning at least two of them things
Yeah.
within the 7 year period. You know what I'm saying? And I like that for sure, for sure. So we can get into the next segment, man. Um, so we breaking down Julian saying, man, for real. We getting it while we was talking about him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, any y'all tap into Julian saying for us anything today, man? What y'all think about Julian
I
saying?
mean, I looked at like his highlights and stuff. I mean, I am concerned about his height, but his arm talent, his strength is there. You know what I mean?
He got a real quick
Mm-hmm.
release. That
yeah,
that
Steph
that
Curry jump shot.
release that release really like it's really it's jaw dropping for real. Pause. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, that like he spin, he know how to spin that ball, man. It's just my thing is like me and TB was talking about last week. We was saying kid, is he going to be able to see over that line though? Because I remember watching that spring game, and I ain't see man. It looked like he couldn't see over the line of the spring game. Maybe I was bugging. I don't know, but the coach they love him, man. And I'm gonna read out some of his stats from his high school career, man. His he started 3 years in high school. Um, he sophomore year he was two threw for 2,000 yards, 769 yards, 2,769 yards, 34 touchdowns. He had 5 picks. His junior year, 2,708 yards, 27 tutties, 4 picks. Senior year, a little down year compared to that year. 2,347 yards, 24 tutties, and but he had one interception that year. Um, so total out, 7,824 passing yards, 85 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions in 3 years in high school. I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty impressive. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
very good. I
That's
just
pretty good.
I think we all have the same doubts about him, and it ain't his arm and his ability to read defenses. It's the size.
Yep.
And another part of that, another aspect of that is taking a hit or two. I just worry for the dude. He just looks little. You know what I mean? Other than that, like there's nothing bad you can really say about the guy.
He said he just looked little.
He just look little.
They
I
said
don't
they're
mean
gonna
that
put
disrespectfully. I'm just I was
he
always
he
kind of a top dude.
yeah he's mobile. He's mobile. And they said they putting on like 10, 15 pounds. He was 6'1", around a little bit over 200.
I like to see him like 215, 10, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Something like that, a little bit more solid, you know,
Especially
because
if he's gonna run.
he do look brittle.
That's the only thing I can say, you know what I mean, other than everything else looks good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything else looks good about him. And mainly what the coaches say about him. So we we we, we got high expectations next year. We
Facts.
gonna see.
facts,
Facts.
facts, facts, man. Yeah, I'm excited to see what he does, man. I mean, they claim it as it's gonna be an open competition, but we know the vibes. They probably won't name Julian saying the starter until
Week one.
fall ball.
I don't think
Hey,
August.
they're gonna name him.
you know
They
what I'm
might
saying? They
name him.
gonna wait till fall ball. They ain't gonna.
Because they're gonna. I think they might wait. They might like wait till like week one. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's fair to say. And I'm a bigger fan of St. Clair. I don't think that's fair to say. You gotta name him in August, July.
Yeah, especially if
You
you
got
trying to you trying to solidify your guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you already got rid
for sure.
of the air for dudes, so let's, you know what I mean? It's his year, and Tavion, I know that too. It's his year, but the next year that should be the real competition. Then we'll see. If he
Facts.
got another,
Right, man.
ain't really gonna be a competition though.
So I was let's get into the next segment, man. I was looking at that video earlier that I sent to the group chat about the guy Jeremiah Brown for Colorado for the Buffs. So he was a guy. He's a linebacker for the Colorado Buffs, where he pretty much he was at Colorado. That he ended up hitting the portal, and then he ended up coming back like a few days later. You know what I'm saying? And it was a crazy story because it was crazy because he said he ain't talked Prom ain't Prom he ain't talked to Prom about him hitting the portal, and then he actually seen Prom after he entered the portal, and Prom was like, "Man, what you doing, man? Well, you ain't even talked to me. You talked to me about everything else, but you ain't talked to me about that situation." So it was kind of crazy just looking at that story earlier, man. And it just kind of shows that's a good story for us, the transfer portal. But I've been looking a lot with a lot of the coaches, a lot of college football analysts recently. They've been talking about the pros and cons to the transfer portal. A lot of cons to it because you got so many different periods now
Mm-hmm.
where with these guys hitting the portal, and it's like the wild wild west, man. You got a lot of these college teams, they tampering, they hitting up these agents, they hitting up the players directly, where they trying to get these players to hit the portal and everything, man.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot of pros and cons to the transfer portal. Like the NCAA, they have to get some type of
Regulation.
control of this because it just looks like there's no regulation with a lot of this stuff that's going on. Even with NIL, man, like at some levels, it got to get to some regulation with it a little bit. You know what I'm
Shit,
saying?
it's no holds barred. Like, it's no
I
holds
even
barred
heard of
right
the
now.
NCAA. They're talking about trying to put a salary cap for some of these colleges, man,
Oh
and
wow,
that's a talk right now.
wow.
I don't know how that would work 100%, man. I had to do a little bit more research with that, but that'd be crazy, even more crazy as well, man.
Yeah, that would be wild if they do that.
If you ask
That'd be
me, they
wild.
got to do like one or two things or so. I'm sure more than one or two. First one would be putting like a two conference league together to where you separate the colleges and universities that have more money and more, you know what I mean, history and all of that stuff. The Ohio States, Alabamas, Oregons, those kinds, and then you know what I mean, and then you're gonna it probably be the Big Ten and the SEC, and then they would get rid of some teams, add some teams, and there you go. And then you play for the playoff or whatever, and then you carry it on, or like like they said, it has to be the salary cap. 'Cause basically, it's you with the NIL was cool because we're giving these kids money, but we're also getting the lawyers and the agents and all these people that prey on your emotions more than reality and you know what I mean, pick apart on certain things. So you have
Mm-hmm.
you have everybody going everywhere. And you have these 17, 18, 19-year-olds getting approached by these agents talking about, oh, well, I can get you $1 million and you can go play, but you're gonna go over here, but not tell you it's gonna ruin your NFL draft stock and how people gonna look at you or
Right.
whatever. You know what I mean? It's preying on these little kids. Um, I know Ed O'Bannon is probably happy as hell, but like you said, there has to be some kind of structure and some kind of boundaries to where people can't go, whether that's a salary cap, but then how do you take in content of commercials and stuff like that? So you can't really cap NIL, but what you can cap is what you pay the players to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As opposed to, go get you a Nike deal, go do whatever you want. You can't really cap that kind of money.
Right.
You get the snakes in the grass. Like there's nothing where, everything's even and fair and level. That's one road or the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Facts, facts, man. Yeah, man, because you already know, like with Ohio State, they be trying to get our guys out of there, man. For as guys on the roster, you already seen they hit Jeremiah. They was trying to get Jeremiah 5-6 million, man. Reported 4.5, but I know it was more than that, about 5-6 million. You feel me? Like,
There's
you know what
always
I'm saying?
incentives.
They would gave Miami. They was like, hey, we give you 10. You come back
Right.
home.
Everybody got a number.
So you come back
Probably
home,
got that
we'll give
old
you
Georgia quarterback.
10.
Mhm.
So, all right, so let's bring it into the next joint, man. This next topic. Uh, great topic right here. Top five Ohio State running backs of all time, man. So one thing we try to do is this far as the off season, since we ain't got no games to talk about specifically, we're gonna start doing like different topics far as like, rating all time players at certain positions, etc. stuff. Do some fun stuff for the pod and everything, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So this was something that we talked about in our chat, a little bit,
Yeah.
but we ain't you know what I'm saying? We ain't give our actual five our rankings as far as the top five running backs of all time in Ohio State history, man. So uh Jay Crutch, man, you can start it off, man. You look like you already ready to go with it. Go ahead.
Everybody's top three should be the same, and it's Archie, Eddie George, and Zeke. When it goes after that, there's probably 7 or 8 names. So I wanted to be a little different. Did my little research in that.
You
I'm
said
probably not
Archie, Eddie
going to win
George,
with
Zeke.
5. So I'll give my yeah, Zeke at 3. Uh, 5, I'm going Michael Wiley because that was my favorite Ohio State team. Him and David
Michael Wiley?
Wilson and all that. Michael
Michael
Wiley.
Wiley had
5.
I
I'll
remember
go
Michael
David
Wiley. Michael
last
Wiley
spot.
had
Probably last spot. And I
he
knew nobody was going to
had
name, but he deserved to get named. You hear what I'm saying? And then at number 4, I put Henderson right there, bro. I go with the dog. He got hurt, came back. Everything he did this year was, kind of rubbed up in that first quarter. For
so Mike Wiley is at 5. You got him at 5?
I got Wiley at 5, Henderson at 4. I wanted to be a little different on my last 2.
Okay. I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with it. TB, who you got, man? You go, who you got?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Archie number 1. Um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Archie, Eddie George. Um, I'll throw Zeke in there.
Got to.
I'll throw Zeke in there. I think Archie, Eddie George, Trey Henderson, then Zeke, and then I'm gonna go Beanie Wells.
I know you go back to
Benny, one of my favorites. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm.
Like
I know
Benny,
you
one of
go
my
to
favorites. I ain't gonna lie. So no, me per se, you'll say. By the way, Michael Wiley had 2,822 yards in his career at Ohio State.
It's not
Had
a bad career.
27 tutties though, 27 tutties. So
Just
yeah, I just had to do a little research, man.
my
So
guy.
of course I'm gonna work with I got Archie Griffin is number 1. Archie Griffin, he had 5,177 yards, 25 tutties. Surprisingly, I thought he would have probably had more, honestly, but he's the leading rusher for Ohio State in Ohio State history. Plus, he got the 2 Heisman's, so you gotta give him that. He's definitely top dog. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Number 2, um, number 2, I'm going with gotta go with Eddie George at 2, even though he's ranked number 5 on the all-time list in rushing. with 3,578 rushing yards, but the man had 43 tutties though. You know what I'm saying?
He ran
And I'm
out of
like,
field.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta give it to him at that. You know what I'm saying? With
That
that,
guy's a
like he was
machine.
going crazy. Like Eddie George is one of my favorite running backs of all time, period. But let alone for sure, and Ohio State for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Eddie won. Did Eddie didn't win? Eddie didn't win the Heisman.
He didn't get one.
No, I don't think Eddie won the Heisman. I have to
No,
look
he
it
didn't
up.
win the Heisman. Nah.
Who was there? Who won it when Eddie was there? In
Was it
2 years.
Charlie? No, Charlie Ward wasn't on that team.
I'm
Or
thinking
I was. I was about to say Charlie Ward, but
that's a good one too. Florida State, two sport guy.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I got Eddie George at two, and I'm surprised y'all with the third one, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I got Trey, man. Trey at three. At three.
I got trade 3-2.
I
Yep.
got Trey at three, man, because it's like
Zeke
I
at
gotta
4.
take consideration. Like with Trey, like that one look, no fumbles out of all 4 years.
Right. That's
Like
major.
I take that in consideration big time for sure.
Zero
That's
fumbles,
You know what I mean?
bro. Yeah.
nasty word.
Like and plus no Trey had 3,761 rushing yards, 42 tutties. You know what I'm saying?
A couple of those were
Four,
long and they were big time. So
four. I got Zeke at four. Um, 3,961 rushing yards, 43 tutties. You know what I'm saying? Zeke, definitely legend here for sure. And my fifth guy, my fifth one, I gotta say J.K. Dobbins.
Oh, you want JK?
Gotta go J.K. because J.K. is number two in all-time rushing at Ohio State with
he was too.
4,459 rushing yards, 38 tutties. Gotta go with JK at five for sure for me. You know what I'm saying? I got Chris Wells, Beanie Wells on the outside of that at six, just
Mm-hmm.
play it off. And then I'll probably go. I'm gonna go Carlos Hyde on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Honorable mention. You know what I'm saying? Carlos Hyde. Lincoln Heights or Old State. You feel me? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Uh,
So yeah.
uh,
So
my six was Robert Smith. Nobody mentioned him. We had a whole ass conversation in the pod about it.
facts, facts,
But
Yeah.
facts. That's a
I
that was
fact.
he, he he's my honorable mention. I was going to say it's my honorable mention
Yeah.
and
for
then
so.
nobody said Maurice Claret either. I'm just saying, it's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, he had
Buckeye
that.
was that bad for a
He
year.
had 1 year though. Like he had one
Nah,
year. So it's
I,
like,
honorable mentions. That's all I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah,
uh, it was hard to
he
get the
brought us a
five. I
natty.
put Wiley there.
He brought us a natty. So it's respect. It's respect for sure.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
For sure.
yeah.
Ryan Williams still
So,
good. Let's go.
so we got a new topic a new segment that we were doing, that we got going down, man. It's the Buckeye Hater of the Week. So I don't know if y'all watched. Did y'all watch the Ohio State the greatest run in college football history video that they put out on Ohio State YouTube the other day?
No,
Not all of it.
I didn't see
No.
that.
Yeah, so right, so they got it's a scene where like they got the players walking up like they doing an outside walk in and stuff, whatever, and
Uh-huh.
it's a Tennessee fan that's literally like it's this Tennessee fan, this volunteer woman giving one of the Ohio State guys the middle finger, like crazy.
What?
Like it was crazy. Like giving him the middle finger while he's
Hey,
walking, like you know what I'm saying. So yeah, and this picture is going viral right now. So like, I see people posting this stuff. I end up taking a picture. I'm like, oh yeah, this is the Buckeye Hater of the Week, even though it was a few weeks ago. She gets that Buckeye Hater of the Week for sure, man, for giving us a finger. Because what we do, we go in there and we put belt to ass right after
Yeah, for
that.
sure.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
I bet you wasn't even in the
42-17.
building when we played Rocky Top. I'll tell you that much. You
Uh,
got up early. You got up early.
and they was solid, bro. Tennessee was so sick, bro, because they came in that week talking crazy, man. Like
Yeah,
their fan
Man, they
base
big
was
got
shit.
no
ignorant.
sense on. Like, bro, we
Especially
know it's cold. We live here.
especially that one DB, that former DB, he was talking big shit.
When they even play.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
hear
he was talking
me?
big shit.
Talking crazy, bro. Like I
He
was
had
sitting
it.
there
He
like,
talking sense. I ain't mad at it.
like
Hmm.
what? Like talking
Yeah,
crazy, man. But y'all gotta go back and watch. It's 25 minutes, man. Any Ohio State fan, man, you gotta go back and go on Ohio State's YouTube channel and watch the greatest run in college football history video, bro. It's like I had the chills watching it yesterday. It was like reliving the whole playoff run moment. Like it was amazing to watch, man. And then it showed like a lot of behind the scenes with the team, for us like Ryan Day meeting with the team like before some of these games. Like
oh,
it was
okay.
so vivid. It was so vivid too, where like it showed they showed a part where it was the first team meeting of the season, and Ryan Day put it on the screen like we going to the national championship, woo woo, and then fast forward week of the national championship, they're like we here,
Told
like
you.
we here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like it was like what I got out of it. Like they were prophesizing like this is what we gonna do. We going to the next like the national championship was the goal from day one. It was just it's natty a buzz. Like I hate when people be like, "Oh, it's natty a buzz for the Ohio State this year." It's natty a buzz for Ohio State every year.
Every
That's an
year.
every year thing. Like that ain't nothing new. Like
Mm,
that is every
mm.
year.
Every year is now your bus
Yeah,
for sure.
but y'all gotta watch that, man, for real. That video was amazing, man, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'll
Gotta watch
definitely
that for
check it
sure.
out.
Talk about never in
I'm gonna check it
the
out for
So
sure.
rebuild.
closing statements, man. So what y'all gotta say about the national champs, man? Because we are covering the national champions of 2024. What y'all gotta say on the closing statements?
I'll just, I'm my expectations for next year, even though I'm gonna hope that we win the Natty. If we get to the semifinals with the team, the new first year head coaches, me personally, I'll be say that the team met expectations. Like I don't want to put too much expectations on Coach Day with the turnover we've had. You know what I mean?
Right,
Brand new quarterback. I want to have reasonable expectations, but not over expectations. You know what I mean?
right,
So I'll try to enter this next season, this off season, with that perspective as a fan. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And
right.
see how
Y'all
that
know,
be.
no, y'all them boys, y'all be going
Forget
crazy,
what he
man.
talking about. I'm gonna keep it
Very
100. This championship or bust.
go
That's
hard.
what it is. We got do Ohio State University. You got 17 offensive coordinators because you don't want call shit. Bro, it's on your face. And you got the best player on offense in college football, and you got the best defender in college football on your same team. Let's go. Let's go. I want to jump from Texas. Let's go. No waiting until the playoffs. Oh, we gotta lose to Michigan so we can actually be ready to play. That bullshit don't work for me. Fuck out of here. Let's go. It's championship or bust, and I think we're gonna get it. We getting one out of the next 2 years, and I can't wait for one April 12th because we're going down there to see that spring game. And I
I
can't wait
will.
for the season, man. I wish I had that passport button. Let's go.
I will say this though. I will say this. For me personally, for my own personal opinion about you better win that Big Ten championship. You better win that
I
Big Ten
ain't.
championship.
I want to win it. Don't get it twisted. I want to win it. I want to win it. I don't care. I want to be Michigan. That's key.
I
Penn
go
State and
one and
Michigan,
12. We beat
Texas,
somebody.
3 games. Texas, Penn State, and Michigan. We win them three, we good. We can make we can make the only thing I'm gonna say about the conference championship is I'm gonna say is it's an extra game where it's an extra game with wear and tear on your body. But I think with Iowa State, I think with Mickey Moriarty and that staff that we got, they keep them guys, what I'm saying, good, man. And, what I'm saying, I think they're going to play. They're going to look for that. So it's going to be time for a lot of guys to get playing time, man, for sure. It's going to be a chance for a lot of guys to get playing time behind some of these starters. They just got to, do their job and work hard, man.
Yeah.
Put that work in, man. Which is I believe in a lot of these guys because I think this team is a very talented team. Like we already talked about it, in the last recent podcast that we know it's going to be some growing pains this year because this team is a young team. Like we're replacing literally 8 starters on defense this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
And
it's going to be some growing
what we
pains.
worried about. Hey, defense gonna be fine.
But the players we got, they talented. They very talented, man. Like some of these guys been like guys waiting for their time. Like so, it's y'all time. It's time. Y'all gotta ball out and do y'all thing now, man.
Facts.
We don't rebuild, we reload. You know what I mean?
I'm excited about this team though. This roster, I think, it's a solid roster.
For sure. For sure.
We'll see y'all back in the chip.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right, then, fellas.
All right, man. You already know the vibes, man. You already know, man. The national champions, man. 2024. We out of here, man. We'll be back on next Wednesday at 8 o'clock, man. Back locked and loaded. I'm pretty sure the way this Ohio State news has been running, there's going to be a lot of news and a lot of stuff to talk about this next week, man. But you already know the vibes, man. We out of here. OH.
All right.
IO.
IO.